Aloha.
Aloha.
Dustin, Barca. Ohana, Kauai. One thing that's most scary about these corporations that are on our island is they're the biggest chemical corporations in the history of Earth. You Google these companies and you read the Wikipedia on their history, and you'll see nothing but death and destruction left behind everywhere they've been. I heard you say on the radio the other day, Mel, that I'm not going to vote for this bill because it's the cool thing to do, because everybody's walking around in their pass the bill shirts. But the reason everybody's walking around in their pass the bill shirts is because it's the right thing to do.
So, Mr. Barker, address your comments to the whole body, please.
Excuse me. I don't mean no disrespect, but that's what I feel. And it's not just Waimea that's being affected by these companies. They're in Poipu. It's affecting Poipu. It's affecting Kaloa. They're in Lihui. They're all the way to Wailua River. What's next? What is next? Kealia, Kilauea, Hanalei. Pretty soon, what do we got left? We're all being poisoned. We're all in the same situation that they're in on the west side. We all know what happened yesterday. 4,000 to 6,000 people, working class people, the kind of people that cannot show up to these meetings, that wish they were at every one of these meetings, came yesterday. And we all, in the same frame of mind, we all have the same point of view on this bill, and it's to pass this bill. If there's any amendments, it should be taking the EIS and then taking the disclosure and matching them up. And that should be the only real amendments to this bill. You should be able to take the pesticides that they say they're using and use the EIS, and then it'll all make sense. I don't see any other part, that really doesn't make sense. And I think it's time we start thinking about the future of our island. We're already seeing we've seen so much effects from what's happened before. We're going to keep taking and taking and taking. It's time to give back to our land. It's time to think about the future. How our next generation and next generation are going to start feeling. How are they going to be living? How are they going to be, how's their health going to be? We're already seeing the effects. The trust is gone for these companies. The trust is gone. And I don't know how they're going to gain the trust back other than backing this bill and working with the communities, you know what I mean? And, like I said before, it's time to put human health over corporate wealth. And that is a fact. Thank you guys very much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Mahalo nui.
Thank you very much for your testimony. Any questions?